Today you'll see how have the actors of the movies Home Alone 1990 and Home Alone 2 Lost in New York 1992 changed. You'll know their original names and age. I will show you how they looked then and what's with them now in 2021. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Let's go! Harry is a robber paired with Marv. Despite the fact that he didn't graduate high school, he is somewhat smarter than his partner and, if necessary, can reliably portray a good police officer. His virtue is a gold tooth. They're always played by Joe Pesci. Fuller is the youngest among the children of Leslie and Frank McAllister. Likes to drink Pepsi, especially at night, but because of this, a small child often soaks in the bed. He has poor eyesight because of his mother, so he wears glasses. Played by Kieran Culkin. Buzz is Peter and Kate's first child. He's a rather rude teenager who often makes cruel jokes with his siblings, especially Kevin. Doesn't like it when people enter his room without knocking. Has a pet, a tarantula. They're always performed by David Bradbury. Sandra is the second girl born to Frank and Leslie. Unlike her siblings, she doesn't have frizzy hair and, like Tracy, has good eyesight and doesn't wear glasses. She's more neutral about Kevin than the others, but sometimes he annoys her anyway, played by Diana Rain. Marv is engaged in robbery together with Harry and believes that their trademark is the flooding of houses after the robbery. He is tall and thin and has a weak mind. Marv has a strong fear of large spiders and is often cowardly. They're always performed by Daniel Stern. Heather is the first child of Rob and Georgia. She has a dark curly hair and is the oldest child at the McAllisters' home. It was she who was told to count all the children before going to the airport. Dislikes when Buzz acts like a pig. Performed by Kristen Minter. Megan is the first girl in the family of Peter and Kate McAllister. She believes that Kevin is stupid and that he cannot do anything on his own but relies only on others. But she is still worried and afraid for him when he is left alone at home, played by Hilary Wolf. Uncle Frank is Peter's brother. He's a little rude and always looks to his advantage. If there is an opportunity to grab something for free, then he will definitely use it. Frank considers himself a realist and always considers a bad option. Played by Jerry Baman. Leanie is Kevin's second sister. She wears orthodontic braces and has the same blonde hair as Kevin. Leanie disliked her younger brother a little, but when he was alone at home, she got worried and tried to help her mother to call home. She was portrayed by Angela Goddles. Tracy is Frank and Leslie McAllister's child and their first daughter. She's a teenager and has beautiful long curly hair. Tracy takes care of herself, and it is important for her that her appearance is neat. They're always performed by Santa Moses Meekan. Rod is the first boy born in the Leslie and Frank family. He looks like a skinny teenager with dark curly hair. Rod also has inherited a low vision and wears glasses, but they are more accurate than those worn by his brother. They're always played by Jedidiah Cowan. Peter is Kate's husband. He looks like a solid and stately man who earns good money. Peter is a loving father and spouse who cares about what might happen to his child. In his free time, he likes fishing and reads books. They're always played by John Hurt. Jeff is Kevin's second brother. His voice has already started to change and sounds more mature, and he inherited the same hair color as his mother. Jeff was slightly shocked when he learned that Kevin went shopping himself. They're always performed by Michael S. Morona. The French ticket agent works at the Paris airport and is a sweet girl with blonde hair. She understands, but is forced to strictly follow her job description, and passengers cannot go beyond it. Knows how to remain calm and be polite. She was portrayed by Hope Davis. Aunt Leslie is Frank's wife. She's a little overweight, has blonde hair and a curvy hairstyle, and wears glasses due to poor eyesight. Leslie is a good mother, worries about her children, but in some moments she's strict with them. They're always played by Terry Snell. Gus Polinski plays Midwestern polka with his band, which had some popularity in the 70s. He's a kind man of large body type who can help a stranger if he finds himself in a difficult situation. Gus is pretty funny and hilarious. They're always played by John Candy. Checkout Girl works at the checkout counter at a local supermarket near Kevin's house. She behaves responsibly, both in relation to her duties and to people. She was touched and amused by the way Kevin behaved like an adult at the checkout, played by Tracy Connor. Marley, Robert's Blossom, lives on the same street as Kevin, next door. He is of old age, wears a beard and looks somewhat intimidating. But despite this, Marley is a kind old man who loves his granddaughter very much. Pizza Boy, P. Danny Warhol, is quite young and knows how to drive a car well, but sometimes he doesn't have time to brake at the right moment. Then he can demolish something near the house. He doesn't like it when he has to wait a long time for money and likes a good tip. Concierge Tim Curry works at the Plaza Hotel and makes sure that everything is kept in order. He also likes to keep everything under control and will not calm down until he is convinced that he is right, behaves politely, and what people think of him matters to him. Belmont in the Plaza helps to deliver luggage to guests and also accompanies them to their rooms. He is curious and clearly fulfills the task set by his leadership. Bellman is also very fond of tips and often begins to recount them in public, played by Rob Schneider. The Pigeon Lady, Brenda Fricker, looks pretty creepy and can often be seen in parks. She is very fond of pigeons and considers herself like a bird. Pigeon Lady is used to scaring people away with her appearance so that they do not hurt her and break her heart. Mr. Duncan is a nice elderly man who works at the checkout counter at one of New York's most popular toy stores. In addition, he is the owner of his store. Duncan is very good with children and donates frequently to the Children's Hospital, played by Eddie Bracken. Kevin, Macaulay Culkin, is the son of Kate and Peter. He is often annoyed by his family, but he loves her. Kevin is afraid a lot, but left alone becomes brave and independent. He has a good mind and can definitely get out of a difficult situation. Loves cheese pizza. This clerk works at the Plaza Hotel and wears an appropriate uniform. She prefers to pin her hair in a coiffure to keep it neat and out of the way. This clerk behaves strictly, with restraint, and always keep a calm face. They're always performed by Dana Ivey. Cop in Times Square works at one of the NYPD precincts. When Keith approached him, he was on duty. He clearly knows his job, calmly and with understanding treats the requests of people while trying to help them in any way he can. They're always performed by Ron Kennedy. Kate is Peter's wife and can be recognized by her red hair. She has a somewhat ardent character, which is why she can sharply react to the tricks of children. Kate loves and worries about each of her children and is ready for anything for them, played by Catherine O'Hara. Brooke is the third girl in Leslie and Frank's family. I saw this photo on the internet, where it was named "This is Anna Slotky." Maybe it's just the namesake, but I think it's not Anna on this photo. There are no publicly available photos of Anna Slotky. I found only this one and think it's her. Donald Trump. Donald Trump is the owner of the popular Plaza Hotel. He's a tall, middle-aged man dressed in a business suit. Donald is polite and not arrogant. Although he is the owner of the hotel, he can easily help visitors and guests and answer their questions. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please share it on social networks, like it, and of course subscribe to the channel.